It's time for our weekly movie review with our movie critic Rocco Pasafume. And this week, Rocco is reviewing the much anticipated movie.
Right.
Let's hear about Spider-Man.
Yes, thank you, Howie. The film this week is none other than Spider-Man: Homecoming. It is directed by John Watts and stars Tom Holland, Michael Keaton, and Robert Downey Jr. Following the events of Captain America: Civil War, Peter Parker, played by Holland, under the mentorship of Tony Stark, played by Downey Jr., balances being a teenager and being a crime fighter while facing a new adversary in the form of Vulture, played by Michael Keaton. It is the sixth Spider-Man film, the second time they've tried to reboot the franchise, but it's the first film in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So this is the first time Marvel has creative direction over this new movie. And in many ways, this is exactly what the franchise needed, because if you looked at the amazing movies that came out, the first attempt to reboot Spider-Man, it was way too soon to do another set of movies, and of course you had to repeat the same old story over again. But plus the other aspect that wasn't so great about it was that it didn't feel at all like it really needed to be made. It felt like it was just there to kind of, make X amount of dollars in the box office. But what I like about this one is that you don't feel that so much with this. This is more like less of a generic action adventure movie and more of a teen movie, and I think that's a welcome change for this franchise. Tom Holland is probably the best Spider-Man of them all. I think he really embodies the character, and he makes the character a lot more relatable than it's ever been on screen. I feel like there's more human elements to this movie, much like John Hughes' teen drama movies in the 1980s. It's definitely better than the first attempt to do it this year. They did this already with the Power Rangers movie, but I feel like with this particular movie, the human elements work so much better, and you really feel like a sense that the story aspect, at least of the movie, and the character development, it really makes it more relatable to people who may not go like the superhero comics to begin with. I think Marvel really excels at really making movies that first and foremost appeals to people that just want to go see the movie, rather than a movie that's for fans of comic book superheroes. So in many ways, this is exactly what this franchise needed. Absolutely, I think very many people will enjoy this. The action adventure elements are not quite as fresh as maybe you would see in the past with these kind of movies, but the character development and the story more than makes up for it. And I think it's definitely much to enjoy for people who are looking for like a really good entertaining movie on top of a good superhero movie. So I think that there's much that people will like about Spider-Man: Homecoming, and I think that for people that may have written this franchise off, I feel like to borrow a phrase, I think your spider senses will be tingling once again with this particular film. So I definitely give Spider-Man: Homecoming 3 out of 5 stars. So thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Rocco.